Hello everyone, this is Yana Smakula for Spellbinders Paper Arts, and I'm excited to share a card featuring easy glitter die kits. I will be using the Pretty Princess die from the Die Delights collection from Spellbinders, as well as a few additional simple shape dies such as a circle and a curved border to do some background inking to help me create a scene for my project. I'm going to begin by die cutting a castle, carriage, crown, and a magic wand out of white cardstock. I'm using my Spellbinders Platinum die cutting and embossing machine today, and I already have my base platform and my dies and the paper are sandwiched in between two clear cutting plates. I'm going to cut these elements out and also emboss them to give additional detail. I'm using my base platform, my embossing mat, and blue embossing plate to emboss these. Go ahead and use your tool-in-one to help you get the die cuts out of the die and set them aside for now. While I have my die cutting machine out, I'm also going to go ahead and die cut a few additional elements to help me put this card together. Here I have a circle die and a curved border die, and I will be using those to create masks to apply ink to my background today. Because I'm creating masks, I will cut those elements out of thin printer paper. There is no need to emboss these, just cut. I'm going to use my masks to create a simple ink-blended background over a piece of watercolor paper. Here I have a few colors of distress ink. I selected pinks and purples, and I'm going to begin adding color to the background. First, I'm adding my curved border mask, and this one will create a hill for my card. Anything that is hidden under this piece will remain white, and everything that isn't hidden will have color added to it. I'm using washi tape to secure my mask in place, and going to go ahead and first add the lightest pink to the area directly above the hill. Once I have my light pink ink applied, I'm going to cover that section up with a circle mask and will continue adding light ink. At this point, you can't really see any ink, but as I continue adding it and after I remove my masks, you will be able to see a beautiful masked hill and a circle outline for the castle. So I'm working from light to dark, starting with the lightest pink, adding a slightly darker pink, then moving on to light purple, and finally my dark purple color. I'm using a very light hand and keeping the center section of my panel very light and the sides a bit darker, somewhat framing this piece. Once my inking is done, I'm going to remove the masks and you can see how beautiful this looks. And I will also add drops of water and will remove some of the ink from the background to make it look like a beautiful fairy tale evening sky. Now that my background is done, I'm going to show you how to easily create beautiful glitter die cuts. Here I have my castle die cut and I'm going to attach it onto a piece of paper just so that I have something to hold it with. And I'm going to heat emboss this and my other die cuts using glitter embossing powders. Now you can use glitter paper and just die cut those out of glitter paper right away, but I have found that if glitter paper is easy to die cut, it will shed glitter, and I really don't like when that happens. High quality glitter papers, on the other hand, are almost impossible to die cut, so I decided to make my own glitter paper with the help of glitter embossing powders. I'm using clear sticky ink in a bottle here and applying it onto my die cut. You can also use embossing ink pad or an embossing ink pen. It doesn't really matter. I simply prefer to use the bottle for this particular task. So I'm going to pour blue glitter embossing powder on top and will heat set it with my heat tool. I'm heat setting this from behind so that glitter doesn't come flying all over the place. And I'm also going to do 2 layers of this blue glitter embossing powder. You can do just 1 layer or even do 3 layers if you prefer. For my other die cuts, I'm using pink glitter embossing powder and just doing the same here, adding embossing ink, adding embossing powder, and heat setting it. By using glitter embossing powder, I can easily create glitter die cuts and have that glitter stay in place. I've already heat embossed a birthday wishes sentiment onto my ink blended panel. I also trimmed this panel slightly, and I'm going to adhere it onto a white card base and will add my die cut cluster on top. I've arranged my castle, carriage, and a crown into a little grouping and also added a Dare to Dream sentiment. I'm also going to adhere a few sequins to finish this card. So here's another look at the project using the Pretty Princess die set from Spellbinders. I hope you feel inspired to create with your Spellbinders Die Delights. Be sure to watch other video tutorials on our channel for more ideas. If you have any questions about this project, please leave them in the comments section below. And be sure to subscribe to Spellbinder's YouTube channel for more education and inspiration. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!